Very good morning and warm welcome to Standard 10th. I hope you all are fine and fit with good health. Today we are going to begin a new chapter in Maths 2, coordinate geometry. This we have already done a little thing we have done in standard 9th. Simple and easy, only calculation we have to be very carefully we have to do the calculation. Otherwise this is a very easiest chapter. So before we begin, we have to learn few formulas, okay, for the practice set first. Coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Hence, if the coordinates of point P are x, 0, x, y, the distance of OP. So distance of OP is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Okay, when the one of the point to find the distance is at the origin, so we will use this formula directly. Okay, now the distance formula, here we are having a point P, x1 y1, the another point coordinate is x2 y2. Okay, so we have to find the distance. This is the distance formula. Okay, square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Okay, that is the same thing can be written like this. PQ square is equal to, okay, the same thing can be written like this. PQ square is equal to x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, this can be also written as x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. Anyway, it is fine. Now let us begin practice set 5.1. Question number 1. Find the distance between each of the following pairs of point. So we are having a point P, value is 5 minus 5 comma 7, Q is minus 1 comma 3. So let P is x1 y1 and Q is x2 y2 be the given point. Now x1 value is equal to minus 5, x2 value is 7, x1 value is minus 5, y1 value is 7, x2 value is minus 1, y2 value is 3. Okay, now we are going to apply distance formula. So we know that distance formula, distance of PQ is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now we are going to substitute the value. Root of minus 1, okay, x2 value is minus 1, then minus x1 value is minus 5, then the whole square plus y2 value is 3 minus y1 value is 7 the whole square. By doing the calculation, minus into minus will become plus. So minus 1 plus 5 the whole square plus 3 minus 7 the whole square. Then we will have 4 square plus minus 4 square. The root of 16 plus 16, that is equal to, the distance of PQ is equal to square root of 32. This can be square root in the simplest form as 4 root 2. The distance of PQ is how much? 4 root 2. By this you can solve question number 1. All the sums are in this way. While solving, please be careful of signs. Okay. Therefore, the distance between the point P and Q is how much? 4 root 2 units. Question number 2. Determine whether the points are collinear. So we are having 3 points. The point A is 1 comma minus 3. and B is 2 comma minus 5 and C is minus 4 comma 7. So we are having 3 points here. We have to find whether it is a collinear or not. Solution. By distance formula, we are going to use distance formula. First we will find the distance of AB. So if we solve the question number 1 of this exercise very carefully, children, you can easily solve all the sums. Okay, so question number, now we have to find distance of AB. So we will write the distance formula: square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So your x1 is what? X1 is 1, x2 is 2, y1 is minus 3, y2 is minus 5. Let us substitute the value. Okay, 2 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 5 of minus 3 the whole square. So 2 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 5 plus 3 the whole square, 1 square plus minus 2 the whole square. So distance of AB is equal to 1 plus, that is root 5. It should be root 5 there. Okay. Now we will find distance of BC. So here also we will write the distance formula. So when we see BC, this will be x1 is equal to 2 and y1 is equal to minus 5, x2 is equal to minus 4, y2 is equal to 7. If you are confused, children, before solving, please write in the right hand side or the left hand side clearly, then start solving. Okay, so minus 4 minus 2 the whole square plus 7 minus of 5 the whole square. So square root minus 4 and minus 2 will become minus 6 the whole square plus 7 plus 5 is 12 square. This will become 36 plus 114, that is equal to 180. The distance of BC will be how much? 6 root 5. Now we will find distance of AC. Same way we will solve, children. Okay, so we will have answer as 5 root 5. So we will, now distance of AB is the we will take it as statement number 1. Now on adding 1 and 3, we will add 1 and 3. Distance of AB plus distance of AC, we will have 6 root 5. What is 6 root 5? 6 root 5 is distance of BC. So therefore we can write distance of AB plus distance of AC is equal to distance of BC. Therefore point ABC are collinear. Now question number 3. Find a point on the x-axis which is equidistant from A. The value of A is minus 3 comma 4 and B is 1 comma minus 4. So when children, when we have the find a point on x-axis, okay, when the point on the x-axis, okay, I'll tell you. Now we have the point on the x-axis we have to find. Let point C be on the x-axis. We should consider any point here. Okay, point A, B, C, anything. Since we are having A and B in the question, we will not mention A or B, A and B. We are mentioning C here. C be on x-axis which is equidistant from point A and B. Point C lies on x-axis. Okay. C lies on the x-axis, we know from the question. So the coordinate, since it lies in x-axis, so we will write y coordinate as 0. Understood? If we are writing, if in the question, if it is mentioned your y-axis, so we will write x coordinate as 0. Since we are, the point lies in the x-axis, we will consider y coordinate as 0. When it is in the x, y value is 0. When it is in the y, x value will be 0. Keep this in mind. Okay. Therefore, let C is equal to x comma 0. So we have to find the value of x now. So C is the equidistance from, it's a question itself, it is given equidistance from A and B. So therefore we can write like this: distance of AB square is equal to distance of AC square. So taking square root on both the side, we can write AB is equal to AC like this. That's why this statement. Okay, they are applied the distance formula here. Don't think that from where this all things have come. This is only the distance formula. Okay, they have put the distance formula. Okay, if you're confused, please write x1 y1 value in the left hand side or the right hand side before solving it. Okay, so x plus 3 the whole square plus minus 4 square is equal to x minus 1 the whole square plus 4 square. So we are opening the bracket, x plus 3 the whole square, that is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square minus a square is that is x square plus 6x plus 9, that is a plus a square plus 2ab plus b square, that formula. And this is plus 16. In same way, minus formula a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we will write the expand using this formula: x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 16. So both the side 16 plus 16 get cancelled, x square get cancelled. After doing the calculation, children, 6x minus 6x, if I bring this side, plus 2x is equal to 1 minus 9. So we will have this statement. Okay, like this. So this will become 8x, this will become minus 8. Don't think that from where it came directly. So x value will be how much, children? Minus 8 upon 8, that is equal to minus 1. So the point on x-axis, which is equidistance from point A and B, is minus 1 comma 0 is the answer. Question number 4. Verify that point P, that is point P minus 2 comma 2, Q 2 comma 2 and R 2 comma 7 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Okay, when do we say it is a right angled triangle? When hypotenuse value is equal to one side square plus second side square. If this varies, then we will say that it is a right angle triangle. So we are going to do that way only. Distance between 2 points. This is the distance formula, right? So first we will find distance of PQ using the distance formula. Root of 2 minus 2 the whole square plus 2 minus 2 the whole square is equal to root of 2 plus 2 the whole square plus 0 square is equal to root of 4 square, that is equal to 4. This is statement number 1. Now we will find distance of QR. QR is equal to root of 2 minus 2 the whole square plus 7 minus 2 the whole square. Root of 0 square plus 5 square is equal to root of 5 square is equal to 5. This is statement number 2. PR is equal to root of 2 minus 2 the whole square plus 7 minus 2 the whole square. Root of 2 plus 2 the whole square plus 5 square, that is equal to root of 4 square plus 5 square, that is equal to 16 plus 25 is equal to root of 41. Therefore PR square is equal to what? PR square is equal to 41. This is statement number 3. So we will consider PQ square plus QR square is equal to 52, 4 square it should be, okay? 4 square plus 5 square. It's not 42 and 52. It should be 4 square plus 5 square is equal to 16 plus 25, that is 41. So we know that 41 is the value of PR square. We can say that PR square is equal to, from statement number 1 and 2, we can say that PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. This is statement number 3. So we can say that by the converse of Pythagoras theorem, this is a Pythagoras theorem. So we are doing it conversely, right? So by converse of Pythagoras theorem, we can state that a triangle PQRS is a right angle triangle, hence proved. So therefore therefore the points PQRS are the vertices of a right angle triangle. So same way we are going to solve question number 5 also, where we have to find whether the point PQRS are the vertices of the parallelogram. So how we have to find the vertices of a parallelogram? So very simple and easy. First, what is the property of a parallelogram? Parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel as well as congruent in a parallelogram. So we will first we will find distance of PQ, distance of QR, distance of RS, and distance of PS. Okay, after that we will draw a figure. We will mention all the values. Okay, if the opposite sides of the parallelogram, we know that the opposite sides of parallelograms are congruent. If we are having the distance between the opposite sides are congruent, okay, if whatever value we got, if it is equal, then we can say that it is a parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, then the vertices PQRS is a parallelogram, or the vertices of a parallelogram. So it has been solved, children. You can solve by yourself and check it with this video whether the value matches or not. If we see, children, it has already been solved. So if we see statement number 1 and 3, that is PQ and RS are the opposite side as well as both are congruent too, because the values are equal. Same way, if we see statement number 3, second and 4, okay, you're also root 32, root 32, so both are equal if the opposite sides are equal. So same way, see, PQ is equal to RS and QR is equal to PS. So the quadrilateral, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both the pairs of opposite sides are congruent, then the quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Therefore, points PQRS are the vertices of a parallelogram. So dear children, teacher has solved a very few selective sums from this practice set. You will understand the sums, watch the video, understand the sum, and solve the whole practice set in your school notebook in a neat and clean handwriting. Thank you. God bless you all.